Madam Toastmaster, Mona Lisa Bonro.
You don't know until I stand. Okay. Our third brave speaker for tonight, Madam Toastmaster Marie Quislet Nerona. This is your objectives. How to say it, Project 4. Select the right words and sentence structure to communicate your ideas clearly, accurately, and vividly. Use rhetorical devices to enhance and emphasize ideas. Third is eliminate jargon and unnecessary words and use correct grammar. You are given 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, another jam for Toastmasters, Bowlers Toastmasters. Without further much ado, our third speaker is none other than Madam Toastmaster Quislet Nerona.
A lot of people say that finding love is serendipity, that you meet the one when you least expect it. Now, the question is to all the singles here and out there, are we willing to least expect our way into finding the one? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, a pleasant evening.
Good evening.
I remember one friend of mine, she told me, from now on, I'm going to use my head more often than my heart. The same person had dealt with eight failed relationships, and sadly, all with Filipino life. That time she vowed that she will never ever open her heart again to another Filipino. And her firm resolve was, I'm going to get hooked with a foreign nationality, with preference to Westerners. And so I asked her, and how do you exactly plan that to happen when you've got a very limited network of contacts and a very few circle of friends? On top of that, you have a very demanding and hectic work schedule. She smiled at me and replied, oh, come on. I'm going out for online dating. I'm going to get myself out into that social space. The woman in front of you is turning 32 in a couple of months. Doesn't look like, right?
Yes.
I am not here to plug and promote that I'm available. My point is that I've reached this age and I have never, not even once, ever considered online dating. It may have worked for some handful of couples, but I strongly believe that it is dangerous to put your identity into that pool of fakers where 99% of men are just looking for quick hookups, and I have no plans of changing mine right now. On my 28th birthday, my mom told me, sweetie, you have to start dating. And then again of the next year, she told me, please stop being so damn picky. Sorry for the word. The year after that, she told me, sweetie, I need to play with my grandkids before I birth my last. And that was really awful birthday wish because it was a threat. And guess what was what she told me just last year on my 31st birthday? She said, I'm never losing hope. And with all of that much pressure on me, I never really thought that I would actually give in to my friends or succumb to my friends' so-called expertise in fishing for men online. But I have to admit, her meticulously designed system did work. She found about 7 to 8 months ago, she found this British guy, and this guy with her flew to Philippines and met with her entire clan, and in a few weeks' time, this guy's mom and brother are flying in to meet her in person and discuss the wedding details. Can you imagine that? All made possible by online dating. And a little over a month ago, I found myself downloading 4 mobile dating apps. Oh God, can't believe that. I've got Tap, I've got Scout, I've got Tinder, and now I've got OKC. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, Cupid.
Okay.
And my friend gave me 2 golden rules for online dating. So for all of you who are interested, we can discuss later. And by the way, it's downloadable in both iOS and Android phones. So yeah, it's not a problem. She told me the first rule is to make your profile hot, but not easy. I didn't exactly understand what that means, but she told me that you have to show a little skin, but not too much to the extent that you are going to be mistaken for an online escort service. And she told me, because she knew that I was a writer, a creative writer, she told me, you have to limit your profile to 97 words only. You know why? Because if you go beyond that, you're going to look too smart and less human. So you've got to help the guys out there to actually know that that you're a fun person, that you are approachable, that you are easy to get along with. The second golden rule is timing. Just because you've exchanged number or instant message account with a guy doesn't mean you can message him 24 around the clock. Come on, women, girls. Apart from that, it's going to make us look pathetic. That's going to hint them that we've got a serial killer potential in us. And so, let me reveal to you a few of the dating experiences I had. I had this one guy, he's half Moroccan and half Canadian. I met with him and he listed himself as a very successful this graphic designer, and he runs his own company. I met with him over dinner and it was fun. It was a smooth, nice chat with him, and you know, I was expecting that he was going to message me a day after the meet, but then he didn't. Just because I declined to his request to spend the night with him in his place. Second guy I met, his name was Marcus. He's a film. You know, his parents are both Filipinos, and he was born and brought up in Washington, D.C. He came in, and the whole time that I was with him over dinner, our conversation didn't really take flight. So I said it was a big no. I can run a list of failed and awful dates. So I got tired and I told myself, I'm going to add one more rule. I'm going to set my algorithm. I'm going to set my own frameworks. Okay? I'm going to set my own qualitative and quantitative sets of data together from the guys that I'm going to meet to help me filter out from the pool of this man. Now, why am I saying this to all of you? What does this have to do with you? If you are single, hear me out. Never be afraid to be as picky as you want to be, because in the end, you'll be the one to suffer if you let the algorithm of that dating app decide who to match to. And second, if you've been told to wait for the right one, that's a pretty sound advice when you're on your early 20s, but not when you're on your early or maybe 30s. No, you got to step up the game. It's either you turn your passive waiting to an active waiting and you do your job, or you just wait till the Mr. Right one comes, and I hope he does. And for the married ones, this is a reminder that out of all the billion people in the world, your spouse chose you. So, Mr. Cupid, I've got 2 words for you. Match me. Thank you.